Alrighty guys, we're going back to some more Trails Beyond the Horizon. I just had to show you this opening screen before I actually hop into the recap. Just look how good that is. So with that out of the way, last episode we made it back to the capital of Edith, where after meeting with our very few friends who remain here, we decided to come up with a plan to try to meet with Agnes, who is inside the Capitol building right now, ideally before the rocket launch begins. And so, we came here to the district where we got a call from Jonah over at the Epstein Foundation, who said that they were still working on getting us all the way through the 9th domain, so we can't finish it just yet. However, we were able to get a bunch of onyx steel in order to craft the best weapons and items and upgrade those items for every character in the game. And so, in this episode, guys, let's go ahead and start the final dungeon. But before that, if you guys do like this video and the series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and I'll make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So we have a few optional scenes we can view here. I don't expect these to be very long, but it's literally just meeting with all of our friends around the Capitol building, people who are here and who are going to help us sneak into the building. So let's go ahead and talk with them, starting with Burmadi. I'm the key to the plan, I guess. No, I can't be hesitating. Inspector DeSwanee is counting on me. I need to get this done. Oh, come now. There's no need to be so nervous. With enough information and prep, anything can go well, and we have plenty of both. It'll all be just fine. Right, I'm counting on you, Burmadi. Again, very quick scenes here. The next will be all these students over here. Glad we were able to share the plan so easily. Your instructions were precise and efficient. That's our Albert for you. Nice going, Mr. New Student Council Prez. I only did what I was supposed to as head of the Student Council. The real hard part starts now. I'm counting on you guys and Odette as well. Leave the acting to them, and I'll get that fake footage past their security. We absolutely have to make this work, for both Agnes and Ren's sake. We're counting on you guys. And then we can talk to the super side character. It doesn't even give a zoom in on them. I understand the plan, but phew, I'm getting kind of nervous now. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine, as long as you act like yourself. By the way, is it really okay for you to be here, Julian? Yeah, I made some calls to let everyone know I'd be staying a little longer. I need to be here for something like this, where the foundations of the world are shaking. That's what our instructors would do. Damn, what a line. Look at you, cool guy, Julian. Yeah, no point in getting nervous now. I just gotta face this head on. Once everything calms down, we'll be on that date I promised you. Don't forget, Shinon. Well, that's fine and all, but did you have to say that in the most death flag way possible? And finally, we will talk to Senator Ryan. I guess he's a part of this plan. I don't think we saw him before, though, did we? Indeed. After this, I plan to attend the ceremony as scheduled. To understand the true intent of this plan, I intend to speak directly with the president. I see. Knowing you, Father, I'm sure you'll be fine. Wait. Senator Ryan. Is this Ryan McDowell? I just looked it up. I didn't realize this was her dad. This is Ellie McDowell, one of the 4 protagonists from, well, there is a protagonist, but back in the Crossbell saga in Zero and Azure, one of the 4 playable characters, her father was a politician in Calvard. I think they had briefly mentioned this, but I guess I'm just now catching on. So this daughter talking to him is Ellie McDowell, one of the 4 playable characters. That's crazy. Knowing you, Father, I'm sure you'll be fine. Thank you. Gives me even more confidence. If I remember correctly, they're also holding a ceremony over in Crossbell, is that right? Yes, though despite that, the consulate officials still don't seem to know much about the launch. We do know that they scrambled the CGF and told them to stand by in case of an emergency. I believe that's significant, so I'm acting accordingly. The rest of my group is on standby too. Even so, there are things we can look into in the meantime. Yeah, this is a huge... I think this is a huge key point for the next game. I see. You continue to impress me. That said, the duty of bearing the future of Crossbell rests on your shoulders. Please be careful. You too, Father. Wow, that's really cool. I didn't think we'd even see or hear from Ellie McDowell at all. Ever again, honestly. But with all of that taken care of, guys, let's do it. Waiting until noon will advance the main story. causing certain side content to expire. We can still go to the Garten, so you're not missing out on anything there. Let's do it. Here we go. 1 hour till launch.
The time is 12 o'clock sharp on July 12th. We're coming to you live with our special pre-launch report on Project Startaker, the event all of Calvard, let alone Zemuria, has been waiting for.
Boy, can you believe how quickly it's come? To think the schedule was officially moved up only 5 days ago. I'll tell you though, all the anticipation this past week has had me feeling giddy as a school kid again.
Well, you aren't alone there. I feel just the same way. Now then, with history's first manned rocket launch less than an hour away, let's have a look at the scene on site.
What? A group clad in suspicious cloaks was spotted gathering around the first district. Is it those AD louts? I'm told they don't pose a threat to the project, though. Even still, the presidential aide has ordered that we stay on alert, for caution's sake. Better to take no chances. Let's get the security unit.
Excuse me. I'm Nate from the Sidon Station of the Edith Police Department. We received a report moments ago of several suspicious hooded individuals approaching this area.
Suspicious hooded individuals, you say? Like the ones who raised all that ruckus over at the Memorial Park the day before last? Sorry, but if that's all you have to go on, I'm afraid we must leave the matter for law enforcement to handle. Probably nothing more than some overly festive kids horsing around in costume.
I'm not sure that's...
Please, listen to him! Those people didn't look anything close to normal!
No way they were even human! We just saw them and... there they are now!
Sweet mother of...
What the? Who goes there?
Take heed! You who would be party to these false designs! Continuing to avert the eyes of the people shall never conceal the truth.
Instigators of some sort, I presume, will engage in pursuit with intent to apprehend. The EPD need not involve themselves. Transport the witnesses someplace safe and wait the situation out.
Will do, sir. All right, guys. You're coming with me.
Sure thing! Get us away from here, detective!
This is all too much! I can't take it anymore!
Kitty engine engaged. Security systems hacked and infiltrated.
Spoofed footage successfully swapped in.
Ren's little proteges don't disappoint. All right, Van. You dears are all clear.
Going by the blueprints, if we infiltrate 5 arch from this point, it should get us into the building. Well, Yorda, think you can make it work? Piece of cake. This never does get any less absurd. Still, a door is a door. True that. Let's move. Looks like we pulled it off. Pretty wild trick, though, playing dress up as those masked mooks via shard. I had a feeling the videos I recorded of them might come in handy, albeit not for this particular purpose. Still, Sasha and Julian went above and beyond. They were so effortlessly athletic out there. Yeah, I'd put them right up next to us warriors. Julian especially, you can tell he really belongs in Thor's Class 7. One could attribute that to the instruction of Areen and his fellows, as well as the guidance of his grandfather. Alright, one used to be a general in the Imperial Army. Breaching the security system during the split second its processing was occupied to upload that false footage to the network was rather devious as well. I dare say it's the sort of ploy only you and Bermati could have devised. Isn't that right, Judith? Who, me? But anyway, Albert and them really pulled out the stops for this. And again, using the Kitty engine for all things Student Council probably got them pretty accustomed to it. From table calculations to system architecture, such must be the product of their first-rate instruction under Miss Bright. Deploying camouflage, everyone. You can cover this many of us with just that? Marduk sure is something else. Doesn't mean she can keep it up forever, though. Your shadows will still have a part to play. Moving on. Step 1 is to free Ren. After that, comes finding the entrance to the underground facility. We're down to less than an hour left before launch, so it's time to wrap things up now or never. Tamam. Let's get this whirlwind tour rolling. The presidential office won't know it hit it. And here we are. I think we're invisible. Actually, do we have any enemies to fight here? Well, actually, yeah, 100%, because we are not to the
Could this be the place?
The dungeon proper yet, I don't believe.
Perhaps they have some sort of spiritual
I think we just come over this way. Now we head up these stairs.
It'll be tough to get through even with my shadow.
We're looking for, when we're in dungeon proper, we will have a save point. So I think we're just looking for Ren.
Programs conferences. No one here now, though.
No clues.
This would appear to be a security room. I imagine those guards are monitoring the feeds from the surveillance cameras set up throughout the presidential office. We should be able to find out if Agnes is still in the building from here. Well, that's your cue, Judith. I'm on the job. Huh? What's that sound? Where is it coming from? Instant sleeping gas, huh? Didn't know you used that sort of stuff. Just another Phantom Thief staple. Thanks for the assist, little Shadow Eater. It was nothing. We got a handle on the security patrol routes. It should be a while before anyone catches on. I have Theo monitoring the perimeter too. Now's our chance to inspect those surveillance cameras. Aha! So that's where our super schoolgirl's cooped up. That would be the guest room at the other end of this floor. I'm glad to find her in good health, though it's worrying to see she's now alone. Yes, Agnes and Dominique weren't nowhere to be found. They really were taken underground then, huh? Hey, this is still a step forward. Let's make our way over to Ren. Wait, according to the documentation, the room is locked via keycard, as well as equipped with a high-precision motion sensor. Failing to follow proper access procedure will cause it to raise an alarm. Meaning, even my shadows can't get us in. What a drag. So, where's the keycard? The specific location isn't listed here, but there are records of it being stored in the Presidential's workspace. I've gathered all the data on it, so a good shard search should do the trick. Then what are we waiting for? Let's get to stepping. You guys are one well-oiled machine. So we'll go ahead and exit out of here. And we're just going to run over here and use a shard search.
President's room.
And should find it right over here. Obtain the guest room keycard. Sheesh, figured it'd be inside his desk. Not playing hide and seek as a book divider. I think that sounds pretty in character for Agnes' hobby, actually. Anyway, we should be able to get into the guest room now. Let's make our way over to Ren quickly. And we'll go ahead and do exactly that. Use the keycard. Ren, you okay?
Oh, there you all are. Right when I expected, too. Hold on. Just give me a moment to tidy the last of this up.
Oh, that's so cool. I wish we could hack with a kitty Theo. She's a monster, dude. She's going through every firewall. She's okay. That you don't have to show off.
Elegance is a lost art, it seems. Your turn, Potter Motter.
Oh, that's Potter Motter. That's so cool. Doesn't have to show off, man. And then it does the victory dance. I'm so excited for Trails in the Sky second chapter to get the remake. So we get a full 3D Potter Motter. I'm so excited.
Security bypassed. Classified gate to underground control center of presidential office unlocked. Incursion recommended at the earliest opportunity.
Damn it, save some shit for the rest of us to do, will you? Doesn't this mean you could have escaped on your own whenever? I've never even seen a spatially projected screen and keyboard before. I remember the Fool using something like those too, thinking back.
This was simply me helping myself to Retzi and Walter's astral accounts. Even in a closed environment like this, with the right know-how, I can still connect to the system.
The Society's Phase Space Network. Well, we can touch on that topic later. May we presume this underground control center is the facility in which they've confined Miss Claudel?
Both her and Dominique, yes. Thank you all for coming to my rescue. Our time is at a premium, though. I've yet to gauge the President and Mr. Kincaid's aims or intentions in this, but for reasons I can only assume concern the space program, they've confiscated the Octogeneses from Agnes.
What? Why would they even do something like that? It may pertain to the hidden circumstances surrounding both the President and Agnes herself. Uninformed as we are, however, our only recourse is to pry the truth from them both. Yeah, same goes for the third-degree Grammy's getting after we free her. And then there's whatever hole and corner part of this space program's lighting a fire under Hayway's ass. That's right, we all have our answers to find before that rocket launches. Now that the passage underground is unlocked, let's make our way down before security finds us. Yeah, glad to have you back on the team, Ren.
You bet your sweet Bippy. My adorable underclassman deserves no less.
Ren has rejoined the party, and because of that, Yorda, it's been fun, but I just have to show off something real quick. Let's go to Orbments. Let's go to her. Let's take all of this off. And we're going to compare magical damage. Yorda right now with nothing on has 1,062 arts. We go look at Ren if it's anything like previous games. What? There's no way she's this bad, right? Oh. That's why. I guess I completely skipped giving her best weapon in the game. 1064. We're also going to go ahead and give her just the best stuff we can give her. So the Heavenly Water Raiment and Silver Thread Shoes. On top of that, we're going to do arts damage here. So whatever is the highest arts damage, because we have neglected giving these over to anybody for a while. Let's go Sorcerer B. Anything else to boost it? We can go Gambantian. Any other ones that boost it? I think I saw one more. I did not. And then we will remove. And we're going to go Grail Locket to avoid negative effects. And then probably just Gladiator Headband. I mean, honestly, the best thing is probably to do like Banishing Prayer Beads or anything else that increases my ATS by a good amount. I'm going to show off why I'm doing this here in a second. Yeah, we'll just get the Regalia Cloak. Actually, yeah, that'll be fine. So, let's get our new team set up. This is something I have wanted to show off for a while, but I just have not up to this point. This is a strategy that you should be using if you're doing a Nightmare difficulty run. I just have not needed to show it off till right now. Even now, I'm probably fine and don't really need to show it off. We're going to start by doing Prioritize Magic, and then we're going to come specifically over to, I believe it's this one. No, is it Drive? Yeah, so we're going to come to Drive. What we're going to be doing here is we want to get two different abilities here. The Arc Feather ability and the Judgment Feather ability. Technically, the Judgment is just a higher version of it. The reason you want this is because what it does is after you perform a art attack, you have a 75% chance to do additional damage. Or a chance to do plus 75% of damage after you do an arts attack. So to get that, we want 10 Mirage and 6 Wind. Let me see what I can give her real quick. We also, arts time is good. I don't care about the fire arts, so we'll remove this one. We're going to do things very specifically here. So let me just see what I can get, and then I will come right back. All right, so this is the setup we're running with. You can probably be optimized a little bit more. Like, I could get rid of Mind 1 and probably give her, like, Goldia Gem. I only lose a little bit. I might do that real quick. This just makes it cost less to cast arts. Yeah, we're only losing a little bit. I think that'll be fine. But essentially, what we're doing is we are prioritizing arts damage. This makes it so you can impede with your arts. You can mute enemies. You do more arts damage when your HP is higher. Additional boost gauge is just a nice thing to have, especially if you're playing as her. Increased max EP. Critical damage from attack/crafts by 100%. Again, you can swap this for something else. But if she does use her craft, it has a high chance to do crit. Then you have your EP cost times 0.6%, so it basically just decreasing your EP cost. We have Shard Skill Activation Rate plus 20%, so we activate our Shard Skills quicker. The Shard Skills are the Judgment Feather, Aquaverse to cut Post Delay after Water Arts by 30%, as well as cuts Post Delay after Water Arts by 50%. That is the Crystal Verse and Aquaverse. Then you have the Mistyverse and Lunarverse, which cuts the Post Delay after Mirage Arts by 50 and 30. Noval Gem to cut the Arts cast time itself. Mind 2 for more damage, and Hanuman, evasion plus 100, and arts evasion plus 100 while casting arts. So essentially, if you do cast an art, you will have 100% evasion. Now, we have the Judgment Feather. Combined with Florent, this should be activating a lot more and do a good amount of damage. On top of that, if we go to her arts, we're essentially going to be using one art, Cetus Phantasma. It costs 540 EP, but luckily I believe it is cut because of her abilities that we gave her, so it costs less to cast. But essentially a full HP Ren, casting a Cetus Phantasma on every enemy should, ideally, kill everything. I mean, there's just no easier way to say that. It's going to be a monster. I'm very excited to see how it works, and I just want to make sure... Honestly, we could probably could optimize this too by giving something that increases our... like right here, the cast time times 0.65, but more magical damage, but we would need to upgrade it. So there's definitely things you probably could do to make it a little bit stronger, but I think we'll be fine like this. So that is our Ren built, and we will be playing as Ren because she's going to be an absolute monster. Again, this is more of a Nightmare difficulty strat. I'm going to be testing it now because I do plan on playing Nightmare difficulty by myself in my free time. But yeah, figured I could show this off now before... we don't have a chance anymore. This is something you could have been using for a long time. You could have been using Arc Feather for a while. I just wanted to hold off just so I could get my whole team set up. So, let's do it. So, that's the way to the underground control center. A giant elevator that doubles as a service center. Yes, though it seems someone's beat us to it. Yeah, it'll take more than that to catch us off guard.
Subduing you by ambush was never the intent.
Kincaid cautioned us about this, but not once did we think you'd actually show up.
Is that Eisenchild? Hercules. Members of their Alpha unit, no less. It is only natural they are posted in this location, being under the President's direct command. Just what business does Arkwright Solutions have here? And we could ask the same of you, Elaine Auclair. As an A-rank bracer, I'm sure you're aware that the wrong answer could spell trouble between Calvert and the Guild. How very gracious of you to inform me. But the Guild's restriction against interfering with government ceased to apply when you detained this young lady against her will. To say nothing of the two who have been taking underground on that elevator, Agnes Claudel and Dominique Lannister. Broadly speaking, both are classified as civilians, which makes it the Guild's obligation to protect them. Don't kid yourself. Neither the girl there nor that old woman fit the mold of a typical civvy. As for the first daughter, do you really intend on sticking your necks into family matters? Wouldn't dream of it. But at our office, the only first she is that matters is my first part-timer. A damn irreplaceable one, too. Plus, I have orders to get her availability for a birthday party. It's tough luck, but we're gonna need you to give her back, no questions asked. What a shame. Don't think all those times we've joined forces against Armada and their Crimson Beast mean we'll let you off easy. Alpha 2 Squad, neutralize the Spriggan and his cohorts. Sir, yes, sir. We're in for it now. These guys are on a different level from their buddies in Orange. They did manage to keep Old Town from getting so much as a scratch during the illusory coup.
Yep, a roster of pros across the board.
Is that she's, you know?
Makes me feel bad, cutting them down to size.
She's not. What are you doing here?
It's the Divine Blade of Silver!
Second form, 99 Gales!
Impossible. When did you get behind us?
Oh, I was there from the start. Waiting around since morning was a real slog. Sorry for the surprise attack, though. I've only got so much time to waste is all. How's about we do some joint training next time? Make it a fair fight.
Take a hike.
Well, you heard him. Down we go.
Oh, down we go, she says.
I heard this lady was over the top, but not by this much.
Those soldiers weren't the only ones blown away.
Where do we even start with this? You've seriously been sitting there twiddling your thumbs all morning?
And in the first place, wasn't your corps supposed to be working with the president?
I was given to understand that they were fortifying their position in the Longlie area.
Not to mention, that's where your master is headed, no? Yup. Sure, it would have been nice to have another duel to the death against Reen in the land where the heavens turn. But he and Master Kafai haven't seen each other for so long. Probably not the time to be butting in, you know? So instead, I skipped out and entrusted my duties as second-in-command over to Kuragane. Above all, with the moment of fate drawing ever closer, I'd much rather spend my time with you guys. Not as a member of Ikaruga or a Divine Blade, but as a temporary part-timer at Arkwright Solutions.
Shizuna.
So Miss Mizurugi shares my sentiments.
Feels like we're missing some key bits of backstory here, but if you're that bent on this, I can't do jack to stop it. Welcome to the team. Just let us in on whatever you know along the way, yeah?
Your wish is my command. Huh. That was faster than I expected.
There they are! Hercules is down!
Blast! Where'd they break in from?
Seems they saw through our ruse too quickly.
Even still, I think it bought us enough time.
Agreed. This could simply be the efficacy of Renee's command at work.
Emergency response protocols always were his forte.
Regardless, this is a bit of a fix. We may have them outskilled, but we can each only handle so many.
Well, it kind of undoes my whole heartfelt plea just now, but I can stay and hold them.
Nah, just leave this one to me.
Now hold on a second.
Busting us in here was enough to pay off my 4 SPG on its own, if you ask me. Still, I'll be nice and keep these guys busy, as a last-minute tip.
Scoundrels! Don't let them escape!
But what about that shadow, sir? And we can't just open fire on a kid!
What, do you think I can't handle this? Get over it and scram already. I'll make a break for it myself once you're gone. Besides, you've got her birthday to celebrate, right?
Fine. Just don't bite off more than you can chew.
Be safe, Yorda.
We'd better see you at the party too.
Damn it! They're getting away as we speak!
We need to push through, even if it means shoving her aside.
In case it wasn't obvious, you're up against Enforcer 20B of Ouroboros, the Shadow Eater. I just got one last assignment from my part-time gig, stopping you in your tracks.
I'll say a few things here. I knew we were getting Ren to join us this episode. I did not know Yorda was going to be leaving. I was going to swap her out anyways.
Clue what the space program's true goals are either.
I also didn't know Shizuno was going to be joining us.
Afraid not. All we've got is that its actual name is Project Leviathan. Though it's a fair bet that Hermes, Major Amelia rather, and that new Excalibur assault frame are the keys to its success. See, the plan calls for the world's strongest, both in terms of combat ability and endurance, in the context of fighting in the zero gravity of space.
We did know that Major Amelia would be going up in the latest assault frame model for today's launch.
Yeah, and that they capped off its dev with a toe-to-toe clash against Armbrust and the Empire's Divine Blade.
The only question is, what do they need all that battle and staying power to go up against?
One of Marduk's earlier satellites, Prometheus 2, operated only in very low orbit, just barely within the atmosphere. Whereas Prometheus 4, launched in May, was the first to exit the atmosphere and reach outer space. Having said that,
one can only assume they are in some way concealing, or perhaps disguising certain data being received from it. For example, the existence of a foe that required the presidential office and the aerospace force to forge the mightiest blade in history.
Leviathan, though. They must have gotten that name from the mythical sword.
As they did with the Excalibur. The implication, then, is that there's something out in space that requires a weapon of legendary proportions to defeat.
How much do SC and Mr. Jiskar know about this? Nothing more than the specs and general outline, surely. Professor Cronkite is the sole engineer who'd be privy to all the details.
So it seems. Though shouldn't that grandma of yours have the full scope too? Why else would she be making outside the rulebook plays left and right?
Well, no matter how off the wall this foe probably is, our top priority is getting Agnes back, followed by those stolen Genesis. By the way, Shizuna, I know you coached Hermes in battle tactics, but ain't there somebody else who falls under the label of strongest the world's ever seen? I'm talking the only guy outside of the Sword Hermit who might be a match for you right now.
You mean...
I see. It does follow, logically speaking.
Here's our stop. What say we go see if your hunch is right?
Who are you talking about? A person stronger than Chizuna? Interesting. This is the final dungeon, the Crisis Management Control Center.
Just imagine how much construction this took.
It must have been deemed necessary in order to repel whatever threat from outer space they're expecting. Or so I presume.
Makes sense. You think that's the same reason they got their divisions and air fleets lined up for those quote-unquote mock exercises?
Yes. This is also likely where my employer's resources have been focused all this time.
We have company! One of Marduk's combat mechs? A Musha model at that.
And those orbital drones are the same as the ones Mirabelle and Mr. Thorndyke were using.
Warning. Access beyond this point is restricted. Please direct all inquiries to the Marduk Total Security Company. You will now be forcibly removed from the premises.
Here they come, guys.
Deploy shards when you see fit.
I want to do a quick check on what they said in that elevator. Strongest the world's ever seen. There's only one guy outside of the Sword Hermit who might be a match for you right now. I don't know who they could be talking about, but here we go. I want to see how much we do here. I want to well, that sucks. So this is not going to do a ton of damage, unfortunately, what we're about to do. But I still want to try it out. Let's go Cetus Phantasma, which hits the entire screen pretty much. And let's do it. I'm just curious how much this will do. We should be fine because we have 100% evasion while casting. But I was not expecting to take this much damage immediately. Let's see how much a Cetus Phantasma does to everybody. It's not going to do as much as I wanted it to. Maybe I put on the quartz that makes me do more damage when I have low HP as well. Cool. That still one-shot all the basic guys, and then we get the Judgment Feather there, which is nice. But yeah, maybe we do... Ooh. I mean, that's just like... that's a lot of damage. Let's do Grand Rend. And then we're probably in a good spot just to hit normally here. It is a little unfortunate. True Azure Sunray. There we go.
Well, that's about as good a sign as any that the cream of Marduk's crop is up ahead. This is basically a given too, but maybe Sir Strongest the world's ever seen is with him, like you mentioned.
Considering the importance of this facility, we can't deny the possibility. And if he is present, then she will be too.
Who?
Well, it won't hurt to keep an eye out for them and
Qasim.
As far as the CID goes, though, Renee's pretty much guaranteed to be down here.
Even more so if this is where the president's holed himself up.
There's also a chance we'll run into more Hercules members. Even if they're not from the Alpha unit, they could still prove a real handful playing defense.
New machinery may turn up as well, like the Musha model and drones from just now. On top of that, we don't know how far this place extends. Nothing for it but to roll up our sleeves, though.
That's enough running our mouths, then. We've got a little Miss Hostage to pick up.
Yeah, whatever's weighing her down, it's our job to help her shoulder it.
Doubtless there are none other than all of you who could succeed in doing so.
Indeed. Now, the time is 12:15, so we haven't much longer before the launch.
We might need to let that part go, push comes to shove. Making sure we find Agnes comes first and foremost.
Come on.
Right!
The music is picking up.
All right.
Van's Grendel form is now unlocked for a limited time. So, here we go. It is... This is going to follow a very similar format to all of the other final dungeons in the entire series. Very similar to what we did when we played through Trails in the Sky first chapter as well as Daybreak 2. This is a 3-floor dungeon. Pretty long dungeon. A lot of new enemies to fight. On top of that, at the end of the dungeon, we will have our last chance to go to the Grim Garden, at which point we will do everything we can in the Grim Garden, including completing it and watching our connection events. That being said, from this point forward, we will probably get at least to the second floor of this dungeon, then get to the third floor, and probably do some of the Grim Garden stuff the following episode. After that, we will do an episode dedicated to the connection events, and then ideally, in a fourth episode, we will do the ending of the game. That is my game plan going forward, so let's do it. again, I was not expecting Shizuna to join us, so I will be using Shizuna. Actually, that is the wrong setup. I apologize. I'm using Shizuna instead of Bearguard. I just don't think Bearguard is going to be nearly as good. I'm going to unequip everything from him, literally everything from him, and then I am going to basically give all of that to Shizuna on top of the quartz. I will go ahead and take everything off there. Shizuna maxed. Yes, she is. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. I might have to go to the garden to pick up her best equipment, but we need to rest either way. So I'll get all of that taken care of and see you guys in a second. If you guys want to see a fun graphical glitch, that's a thing. That's awful. I wanted to point out a quick one I'm changing for Ren. I didn't realize Calliope was here. Offensive arts deal critical damage. I was looking for that, but couldn't find it last time. All right, we are all set up here on Shizuna, both in equipment and in shards. So let me do a quick Grim Garden run to heal up, and we'll get into it. I did want to point out that in Epstein's workshop, we do have the final level of gear that we can pick up. So we'll just grab that for all of our team members we are currently using. Of course, their weapons are not going to be nearly as strong as the weapons we gave them. But we will at least make sure to equip our primary team members here with everything they need to succeed, and then we'll get into it. Alrighty, guys, let's do it. Go ahead and run forward, and honestly, I kind of don't even want to play as Ren right now. I prefer to play as Shizuna, because she probably has my highest damage we can do right now. So let's see how it works. We do have our new enemies per usual, but one big thing we're going to notice immediately here is that we're actually going to be in a very difficult position here. That's because we are a little bit under-leveled compared to the enemies. I think we're like right at the same level as them, and that is just due to us not doing the Grim Garden at all. Technically, you could go do the Grim Garden right now, but because it's not able to be completed, I've decided to skip out on it. But because of that, we have not got any additional XP or levels for our team, so we're just not as strong as we could be right now. Go ahead and climb up here. We are going to probably get to level 66 or 67. Like, we'll probably honestly be on par with the Garten by the time we get there. And especially if we keep doing good fights here. We'll just do an EX chain. You can see we're applying basically every status effect to basic enemies at this point. That is just because we have so many different quartz on everybody. Ren is really good, but I want to show her off when we're in like a fight with a ton of enemies. I want to show off how good she could be. So whenever we find like those big enemies, like right here, let me show off how good Ren can be. So I don't want to get hit too much. So let's just ZOC here. I'd like to get a stun, but I honestly don't even think we need to. There we go. We get the stun. And with Ren, we're just going to do a Cetus Phantasma here, hitting everything. She goes immediately due to the quick cast time. And she will hit everything for... That is a super chain doing 54 damage, 54 or chain attack. And this guy's at half HP in a single attack. So it is pretty good. And then I don't even think we got the bonus thing off there either. Now, you do have to be careful because you are still limited by EP, but that will be a strategy I'll be using once we get into the nightmare version of this game. So let's go ahead and run forward. But I like playing as Shizuna because she has the awakening. And it's Shizuna. Oh boy, she is one of the best characters back in Daybreak 2, and I think it still holds up to this game. I definitely don't think she got worse, and I think they know that because they made her even less accessible. I need to get the stun quickly, just so we get our CP back. And with how quick Shizuna acts now, too, she can go twice in a single, before the enemy gets to go, which is amazing. She's a very fast character with very high attack damage, and, again, I think she's one of the best characters, if not the best character for the field battles. So, there we go. That makes our way forward accessible. Drop the ladder, and head on down. And we'll be in the second part of the first floor.
I figured this place would be big, but this defies expectation.
Oh, hello. I didn't think you'd be difficult, but you just hit, you're not taking like any stun damage or damage whatsoever, so there we go, easy stun. Then we can EX chain with Ren. I do wish if you got EX Chain with a magical user, they could EX Chain with the magic, but that's fine. There is some Sepith, much needed so we can finish maxing out everybody's orbments. And then we do have a Palm coming up, so I'd recommend you just have your ZOC active. It will be a few rooms ahead, so you have a little bit of time if you don't have it already built up yet. I don't really want to get the stun on you, but I think I'm going to have to. Come on. There we go. Got the stun. And then I'm actually go with a Zeroth Gleam. That hits everything. Choosing a Zeroth Gleam, man, is insane. It's so unbeatable. I think she might have, I believe in Daybreak 2, she actually did have the highest damaging S-Craft. I don't know if it's changed at all, man. She's just so strong. Combined with the accessories I have on her, that gives her that CP back, you can essentially just spam CP usage. Now, in the next room will be the Palm, so just at this point, make sure you have your ZOC active. And she's in a Zeroth Gleam. Ooh, this thing is not dead yet. We'll just get every status known to man, though. Grab this treasure for a Beowulf. And then right up here to the north will be that group of palms. So we will go ahead and ZOC. We get the stun. We hop into it. And then for the first time, I don't think I actually need to use any S-breaks, because I think my characters at this point are just quick enough. We can honestly just do like a cataract wave and probably kill with Ren there. We'll do an EX chain just in case. Yep, there we go. Didn't even need to do anything crazy there. Is that a level up? I don't think we... Did we get... there we go. But not at, like, nowhere near worth it compared to the palms in the Garten. And this should be a stun pretty quickly here. There we go. And she's in a Zeroth. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Nilmoon Gleam. I forgot it got changed. It's no longer Zeroth Gleam. And then right here. Ooh, I don't like to get the stun on the little guys, because there's a chance I just outright kill them. That's fine. Zeroth Gleam. And another chest right here.
Nice little chest.
And then...
Even better.
Up ahead, I think that's actually, this will be the last chest that we can see on the map right there. After that, there's no more on this floor. There's our stun. And, see, it still says Zeroth Gleam. When is it Nilmoon Gleam versus Zeroth Gleam? Hold on, let me go check her crafts. Yeah, when is it Nilmoon versus Zeroth? Is it Nilmoon when she Spirit Unifications? It might be. I'm going to... do this. Let's just max it out, guys. It is insane. There's no reason to hold off on it. I don't think Resonant Glow is really too insane, but let's just max out Resonant Glow.
Hone it further.
Let's max out... I actually want to max out Hospitable Hostess. So let me do that. There we go.
Room for refinement.
That's huge. I mean... You really just can't ask for anything better than that setup there.
Either way,
the more experience I gain, the better.
There's a level for Ren. And then we will go into this. I wonder, Reams wasn't called anything different when he does his Spirit Unification though, right? This was the exact same as it always is. Maybe I just never noticed. There we go. We get the stun. And Nilmoon Gleam. It is for sure when we have the Spirit Unification up. It also one-shots. There's a Hecate. At this point, I think you're just getting ones you already have. I don't believe there's any new orbments in the game. Unlike back in Trails in the Sky, when you can only get certain ones at the end of the game, they're all available for you at the same time here. Zeroth Gleam. And then we'll go ahead and run up here. And... oh boy, I just want a stun. There we go. Zeroth Gleam. And it just gets some quick punches.
Like hell you are. Payback time.
Got your back. The floor is yours.
Come on, we're almost there. There it is. And that'll be it for the first floor. Go ahead and run over here. If you want to, you can make sure you save up. You can also forge onyx steel now from this area. There's no reason to do it here. Well, you could if you needed to. On top of that, you can do an interim report. That's to turn in anything you've done. I don't really have a reason to do that either.
Yes,
you can also go to the Grim Garden, do all that stuff. But again, we don't really have a reason to yet. So let's go ahead and go a little bit further down. Section L2.
The floor we were just on was L1. Next is floor L2.
How much deeper can this place even... Wait! Heads up!
Oh boy.
Stealth camo? Was this thing waiting to ambush us?
Subdue it quickly.
Oh, you want to throw us into a field battle first? Okay. I mean, hey, works for me, man. ZOC. Let's get that stun pretty quick here. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. We're not going to get it with ZOC, unfortunately, but there we go. Yeah, we have a huge upper hand now. I don't even know if we're going to be able to need to use Ren or anything. What's the lane? So we'll do a normal attack. Ren, let's do a Cetus Phantasma. Van can just use the Grendel, but I'm trying to avoid using all my CP right here, so I don't have to go back to the Garten again. And then we can... Let's just do a normal attack with Shizuna. Ren gets to go again. Cataract Wave. That hurts a little bit, but I think we're still fine. Oh, that's a fun thing. Uh-oh, I need to swap to literally anybody else. Shizuna. I honestly just want to go straight into, Oh. Well, Mare was gonna put us back into the fight, I believe. Because that was Mare saying, give me a second. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't need it to cover our HP.
Questionable sense of fun aside, I'll admit we might not have made it if not for your help.
Oh, could it be? Is the
I thought that was an enemy.
blade deigning to recognize my skills?
I've already praised your skills before. Is it only your skill?
What else is there to praise? Oh, it's because they both like green. Or Van. Hey, if I could choose someone, I would choose Shizuna. I am Team Elaine, but if there actually was ever an option that it could be Shizuna, I would be Team Shizuna. There's another new enemy type. I don't think this... Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we're going to get the stun quickly here. We're going to hold off. We do have a boss fight coming up, so I'm just going to try to get all of our CP back up. Ren, doesn't matter, we can do a normal attack. We're going to go to this boss fight, and then after the boss fight, we will wind things down for this episode. That's why we didn't end as soon as we got here to the second floor. There's a stun. And then we can just EX chain with Van. The reason I'm using Elaine is because Elaine has that CP build, and then Ren has a healing ability. So those two combined is pretty good. Now, if you're doing a Nightmare run, you want to use a completely different team than the people I've been using. I've honestly just been using people I like using. The Nightmare run there is like people you want to use. Let's go ahead and recover. Make sure we save our game before we go any further. And let's do it.
So you came after all.
Not that it's any real surprise.
Oh, that's the brother and sister? Yep. Second Lieutenant Kayla. And Warrant Officer Cody. So you two are waiting for us? In a couple days. Your backup really saved our asses over at the Memorial Park. Only makes this little standoff that much more awkward on both ends, huh?
At least you can say you're sticking to your guns. The fact remains that we're keeping civilians under false imprisonment, even if one of them's the president's daughter.
In that respect, it's the CID that's changed its tune. We might have had more principles back when we were operating undercover as spies in the Empire.
Still admit that much. They block our path anyway? Is your sense of duty as Calvardian soldiers and intelligence agents just that strong?
That's part of it. But my brother and I owe President Gramhart a lot for all he's done for us. Such as overlooking how we were manipulated back during the illusory coup, for starters.
Huh. Fair enough.
As much as I hold former President Rocksmith in high regard, a debt is a debt. And I have to admit, President Gramhart is an incredible man. The more I worked with him, the surer I grew that he isn't acting out of self-interest. It's for that reason that I asked Division Chief Keelika to serve as Mr. Rocksmith's bodyguard in my absence.
I see. This would explain why she elected to step away from this affair. She, too, was exploited during the incident back in March. The resulting shame may be a factor as well. But even without the Flying Swallow, you guys are still itching to throw down, huh?
That's right. We'll do everything in our power to stop you.
Oh. You brought a squad, huh? Special Operations Forces in white. The very best they have to offer, it appears. Don't think I'll be able to get the drop on them like I did the last bunch.
I won't claim we're in the right here. In the end, that's just a matter of perspective.
We're the Republic's civil servants and her soldiers. So long as that's true, there's no cause to falter.
We simply follow the leader elected by the people and carry out our duty to protect national security.
Huh. At least your heart's in the right place. I suspect they have undergone an intensive version of Marduk's training program. And we'll need to be on the lookout for them using shard commands and coordinating with those mechs. Does that mean you learned combat tactics from my brother, Qasim Al-Fayed?
That we did. He drilled the basics of localized warfare right into our heads. And now, it's the end of the road for you, Spriggan.
Troops, formation Delta. Let's bring a swift end to this.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am!
Let's do it. Looks like they do get to go before us, but I don't think that's anything to be worried about here. Especially if we're getting counterattacks. Especially when Van's just going to bear the nightmare. And then, honestly, I want a Zeroth Gleam, but I know that's just a waste right now. Let's go Regal Beatdown. I think if I target you, that hits everybody. And then we will Limited Blaster. I think I want to go like this with Limited Blaster. Howling Roar like this. And then I'm just going to punch Kayla. Sorry, Kayla. Huge damage. That's fine. These guys are not going to have S-breaks. They might not even have crafts. Oh, well, she does get to do that, which kind of sucks. We don't need to worry about that yet, because I don't really care about magic damage right now. We will go ahead and Spirit Unification. And I will double attack. Let's go ahead and... Is Cody dropped? No, Cody is still there. Let's go one attack here. Let's go another attack hitting Cody. And then I'm going to Nihil Gleam. Hitting everybody. Should get rid of all the basic units.
It's clear to me how you were able to get this far.
I know you can't afford to back down here, but neither can we.
Not yet. I still need to
And then Elaine will get to go. We gotta hit Cody here. And then with Ren, let's do this. And then we're going to actually probably turbo code. This makes my cast time even better. And then we're going to Cetus Phantasma. Good stuff. And then we get another turn where I can Cetus Phantasma again. And hey, guess what? We go again. Huge damage. And then guess what? It's her turn again. Yeah, this is a problem, and this is why you can break the game. This turbo code Cetus Phantasma build can basically just make it so Ren can act infinitely. There we go. I think she would have been able to go one more time as well.
Strong as ever.
That is level 70 and then 69. But, I mean, you sneeze and they're going to be level 70.
The better I'll get.
forces.
We just can't measure up to them. And not just in terms of strength.
You have us beat. In will and determination too, probably. No matter how much respect I hold for President Gramhart, that project of his just has too many unknowns.
Even for you, huh? It would seem that only a select few know the full breadth of what it entails.
That's right. Mr. Kincaid is likely the only one in the CID who does. Maybe those of you who have some history with him will find a way to get through to the man.
This is the room where Agnes and Dominique are.
Yup. They're being held on floor L3, down below, in a rest area off to one end.
Kayla, Cody. So you plan on it going this way from the start?
Once you've safely completed your rescue, get some answers out of the President and the others.
You could tell they weren't fully on board with what's going on. Indeed, yet at the same time, it is evident that they place much trust in the President. We could take all day splitting moral hairs about this. Better keep the focus on Agnes and Dominique. Yeah, especially after we left everyone behind slinking on our way to this point. Hey Ren, how much further till we're wherever those gals are being kept? We're approximately halfway there. This floor still has quite a bit more of it, though. We do have a means of suppressing time's advance. Let us make haste, nonetheless. Right, back to pushing our way through. But, with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and wind things down here. In the next episode, we will make our way to the bottom of the final dungeon in the game. I will see you guys then.